Hi, I'm Lee from Andertons, and tonight we're holding the Get Rocking induction night. Tonight's the night when all the people that have signed up for Get Rocking will meet their new bandmates for the first time. It's a little bit like a sort of a dating agency, I suppose. So you fill out a form, you tell us what kind of music that you like, what sort of age you are, and then we put you into a band where we think you'll be with bandmates with similar music tastes and similar likes. So tonight you're going to meet those guys, choose a band name, look at some songs that you might do, go to the pub for a quick drink, and then rehearsals are going to start this Sunday. So Get Rocking is really for all sorts of abilities. You've got to have a basic understanding of your instrument, so play a few chords or get out a few rhythms. But as long as you have played at some point in your life, you should be fine for Get Rocking. The other thing I should say as well is we keep this to a slightly more mature age group, so we don't allow children or young adults in, so we're really looking at people of perhaps 35 and upwards, so that you all feel comfortable kind of with people of a similar age group. You've only got to commit to 4 sets of rehearsals, 1 induction night and 1 gig. So not a lot of time. The rehearsals are all 3 hours long. They're at a fantastic rehearsal studios in Guildford where you'll be mentored with your bandmates to make sure everything goes to plan. The gig is at the end of the 4 rehearsals. You get to invite your friends and family to come along. It's a fantastic experience at a fantastic music venue, and everyone that does it has a brilliant time.
Okay, so we're week 1 of rehearsals, and it's all about today just finding out whether the songs that everyone's chosen are going to work. So people that haven't sort of learnt all the songs in big detail, but just play through them today and find out whether it works or not.
I've never really played with anybody else before. I've never even plugged in my electric guitar before. I'm only about 33 really, but my birth certificate says I'm 66, so I guess I missed my vocation when I was a pup, and so I'm reliving my youth that never was.
And there's going to be a big difference between what you hear today and the last rehearsal of the gig. Today's sort of broad outline of the song, intros aren't there, outros aren't there, they don't finish together, it's kind of, oh, should we stop now, and all that sort of stuff. The solos aren't in there, you know, all the sort of little bits of colour and texture aren't in there, it's just broad brushstrokes at the minute, and then by the gig, hopefully most of that will then be finessed, it'll be sounding much more complete. Part of the thing with the gig is that it's sort of through a 10,000 watt PA and there's a decent light system. So from that point of view alone, the bands are quite flattered by being in that environment. But the difference is, phenomenal. Even having done sort of 20 or 30 of these, you still think, how is that going to work on stage? But inevitably, by the time it gets to the night, it does work really well and it hangs together.
Beginning in your first rehearsal and you think, oh, this is not going to come together, but then, you know, it just gradually does, and you get to the end and you think, you know, it's a real feeling of achievement that you've actually put the songs together and performed in front of an audience, and that's what it's all about really. It's just such a buzz, hitting the stage and doing something that lots of people dream of doing.
Sometimes by the end of the course it looks like they've shared about 10 years as well. I won't mention his name, but there's one particular guy turned up, looked like he really should be at home with his slippers on and watching Country File or something, and by the end he was just like a totally different person. He was absolutely brilliant on stage, and you see a difference in people as well.